Thanks for tuning in and welcome to Fitchburg High School in the Doug Rutchfield Fieldhouse for tonight's District 3 Pod 6 basketball matchup featuring the visiting Warriors from Narragansett Regional High School and our own Fitchburg High School Red Raiders. On behalf of the Fitchburg Public Schools, I would like to take this opportunity to thank FATV for their continued support of Fitchburg athletics by offering live coverage of all of our winter matchups broadcasted live into the homes of our Red Raider community, both local and abroad. And now for tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the visiting Warriors from Gansett. First up, wearing number 34 for the blue and white, an 8th grader, Amanda Iannacone. Next up, a junior wearing number 12, Julie Davis. Now we have our first of 3 seniors wearing number 3 in the blue and white, Callie Weedle. Wearing number 5 for the Warriors this evening, a senior, Sarah Jansons. And last but not least, the senior wearing number 15, Alyssa Hardy. The Warriors are led tonight by head coach Kylie Cleveland. And now for the starting lineup for our own Red Raiders. Wearing number 25 for the red and gray, a sophomore, Jen Allen. A sophomore wearing number 4, Tanila Council. A junior wearing number 11, Olivia Smith. A junior wearing number 35, Nevaeh Graham. And last but not least, the senior in the starting lineup tonight wearing number 33, Mia Cavins. The Red Raiders are led tonight by head coach Paul DiGeronimo. At this time, I would ask everyone in attendance to please stand, remove any cap that you may have upon your head, face the far wall as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's game officials are Bob Cusson and Tom McCarthy. Once again, on behalf of the Fitchburg Public Schools, thank you everyone for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
And with the starting lineups complete, we welcome you to our coverage here on FATV of Fitchburg Red Raider girls basketball as tonight the Red Raiders take on the Warriors of Narragansett. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daniel Bolak. Happy to have you along with us here tonight. The Red Raiders coming into this game with a record of 6-1, a 3-game winning streak for the second time this season. Their last game a week ago against Gardner, where they won decisively 56-17. The other meeting here at the field house. Actually, that game was on the first. Well, it was originally going to be on the first. That was pushed to the third. Forgot to update that in my own schedule, but regardless, didn't change the fact it was a decisive win, 56-17. Olivia Smith, 14 points, Nevaeh Graham, 9, Tanila Council, Mia Cavins, each with 8 as the Red Raiders get the first possession. Almost lost in a turnover to Iannacone, but the Red Raiders able to corral it. pull it back out. Olivia Smith, right side, three ball, in and out it goes. Tips for the board, Smith comes up with it. She'll pull it out to the top of the arc. Council on the left side now for Allen. Now back for Smith now, right side. And taking a bit of a breather there was Council. Passes off for Cavins, her three ball just a bit long, but another offensive rebound for the red and gray. And a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Smith, right side baseline. Iacone able to get her hands up and block that shot. Iacone making her first appearance for Narragansett less than a week ago against Quabbin. 4 days ago, in fact. First time she showed up in the box score, as Narragansett unable to do anything with their first possession of the contest. 52 seconds gone. And as we said, 56-17, the Red Raiders won their last time out against Gardner. The game here at the Fieldhouse on Friday postponed. No idea if they'll make that up. Same thing happened when Quabbin played them earlier. Quabbin won the first game, and then they didn't play the return trip in Barrie, which is why Quabbin and Fitchburg enter tonight with identical 6-1 records. Quabbin down in Leominster tonight, taking on the Blue Devils. Or at least they're playing the Blue Devils. Forgot if that's a home game or not immediately out. I assume it is. It seems to be the cycle they're on. Could be the other way around. Again, somebody from Quabbin is down in Leominster tonight playing basketball, and the other team's out in Barrie. But regardless, those two teams playing, as a three ball there from the right wing by Alyssa Hardy does not fall. The Red Raiders trying to set up shop from Jen Allen, trying to split two defenders, throws it off the glass, doesn't get it to fall. Amanda Iacone pulling down the rebound. That pass thrown up for grabs and taken by Olivia Smith. Try to take it all the way now. Pass off for Mia Cavins. Down low, draws contact on the left side of the baseline, and two free throws will be coming. First foul of the contest goes against Narragansett with 1:52 gone in the contest. First free throw rattles and does not fall. So one more free throw coming for the Red Raiders, trying to find the first point of the game from Cavins. Second free throw is short, but she's able to get her own rebound. Not exactly according to plan, but they'll try to take it and see what they can get out of it. What they're going to get out of it are two more chances to get points at the charity stripe. That foul goes against Callie Weedle, and the first free throw for Allen doesn't go. Three misses in a row to start the contest for the Red Raiders. Not the best of starts in that regard. One more free throw for Allen. Doesn't go either, but another offensive rebound. At least it's not costing them right now. And yet another opportunity for the Red Raiders. It's Council. Left side for Cavins, leaves off for Nevaeh Graham, now back to Cavins on the left side. And she took too many steps before going airborne there. So after all of that, nothing goes on the board. We stay scoreless with 5:47 to go in the first quarter. And that pass intercepted by Cavins, read perfectly. And then that pass intercepted as well for Narragansett. And trying to take it all the way for two is Sarah Jansen's. She'll have the first points of the contest. 2-0 to the Warriors. Jansen's just 5 feet tall, but definitely plays with a lot of character out there, the senior guard. Led the team in threes last year. Currently leading the squad in threes again this year. She's got 6. This Narragansett team doesn't shoot too many threes, only 11 made through their first 6 games. We'll have a stoppage here with 5:22 to go as the officials discuss something. I think they were just checking to make sure their electronic whistles are working properly. Looks like they've got that restored in working order. So we can resume basketball as Cavins tries a 3 from the right side, bounces on the front of the rim and falls. First points of the game for the Red Raiders come by way of 3 from Mia Cavins. 3-2 the Raiders lead. As Narragansett looking to respond from Hardy. Pass on the right side for Iannacone. Hardy will try the long shot from the right corner. That doesn't go, and Cavins will pick up the board. Here's Tenila Council bringing it up. Pass to the left side for Smith. Back for Council. Finds some space in the paint. Throws it up, just turns into a weird pass. And Allen is fouled on the left side of the baseline. Foul number 3 against Gansett. First foul against Alyssa Hardy. Now the Red Raiders looking to snap this funk at the charity stripe. And they'll do so with that. Their 5th free throw of the night, but their first make. The Red Raiders averaging 9 made free throws a contest. One more for the sophomore. And Allen gets that to go as well. 5-3 Red Raiders. 4:39 to go in the first quarter. Janssens bring it across the midline. Passing with Alyssa Hardy, that's captain to captain. Skips to the left side for Callie Weedell. Moved around to the top of the key. Now Janssens tried to put that on the ground, a dribble, but put it right in the hands of Cavins instead. And Council lost a handle on the basketball, trying to make a move on the left side. And back to Gansett it goes. 4:11 to go in the first quarter, and a 5-2 lead for the home team in white. Red Raiders in the home white uniforms. Red shorts and gray numbers going left to right in this first half. Narragansett in the road dark blue uniforms with white numbering and trim going right to left. Ultimately, they ruled that was last off Narragansett, so the Red Raiders regained the basketball instead. Now with 12 to shoot, just past halfway in this first quarter. Pass goes off a fingertip and ultimately ruled a tie-up. And Gansett will have the ball this time on the arrow. So Janssens now. That pass goes over the hands of the recipient and into the hands of the Red Raiders instead. Council throws out for Smith, right side, long 2 is just a bit long. Rebound couldn't be put in by Allen. And now Janssens comes up with that, bounce pass down low, rejected by the backboard, and taken into the hands of Allen. Here's Council, right side of the paint for Olivia Smith. Now Cavins. Took a step before she put the ball on the ground. Officials don't like it when you do that. They'll call traveling. Cavins will take a break. I'll put Ilka Negron into the game for the first time. 5-2 Red Raiders in front. Janssens trying to change that with a triple, just a bit short. Negron comes up with the board. Now Council into the paint, throws that off the midsection to Julie Davis. She'll pick that right up, try to take it all the way, and is fouled on the attempt. So Gansett will have their first free throws of the night. Nevaeh Graham picking up the first foul of the game against the Red Raiders with 2:52 to go in the first quarter. First free throw will go for the junior Julie Davis. One of the tallest players on the team for Narragansett, standing at 5 feet 11 inches. Davis and Janssens each had 11 points last time out against Quabbin. That game ending in favor of the Panthers, 52-40. That game played on Saturday. Allen underneath. Throws it up, does not get the kind bounces on the rim. Narragansett will pull down the board. Janssens, left side, had a bit of space to shoot, dribbles inside. Let's see, Rael Haddix came into the game. And now Another opportunity for Janssens, gets nothing but net. 5 points for Sarah Janssens in the contest. With that triple, Narragansett retakes the lead at 7-5. Pass for Nevaeh Graham nearly knocked away. Red Raiders, Negron for Allen, throws out left side, 3-ball. Will not fall, but an offensive rebound surely, you would think. That's what it's going to turn into on the arrow. And a couple more substitutions. Kevin Smith re-enter. Tasha Brito came in on that last round of substitutions before that, and she has it now. Now Cavins for Negron. Around, quick passes, 3-ball, left side is good. To retake the lead. Olivia Smith hitting that one, I do believe, to make it 8-7. Now trying to answer back with a 3 of their own. It's Julie Davis not getting that to fall. On the other end, Olivia Smith can't get that to go either. And the rebound taken in by Alyssa Hardy. Raiders will move back on defense here. With 1:10 to go in the first quarter, 8-7. The Red Raiders in front. But how much longer will that last with free throws to be paid to Julie Davis? That'll be the first foul against Mia Cavins. Davis at the line. Makes the first one. Davis leads the team in free throws made this season with 18 from the first 6 games of the campaign. Next most is 10 from Alyssa Hardy and Sarah Janssen. Second free throw hits the back iron, tipped twice in the air and ultimately into the hands of Ilka Negron. The first missed free throw for the Warriors tonight, but it's enough to tie the score at 8 apiece. And yet again, traveling is called against the Red Raiders. Having a bit of trouble with that. As that's at least the 3rd time tonight they've been called for traveling. Now Gansett trying to hit that quick stretch pass. Trying to feed Amanda Iannacone underneath the basket. But wasn't able to corral the pass with the pressure down low. Raiders will bring it up with 45 seconds to go in the frame. Smith in front of the circle. Now for Negron, Hecker, she was trying to feed inside. But Haddock's able to take it away. And force a tie-up. Negron will check out and Graham back in. Now Gansett for the 2nd straight possession. A pass just a bit too high and could not be corralled by the player near the baseline. And that time it was Davis unable to control that. And if she's having trouble controlling a pass like that, everyone on the team is going to have trouble with that pass. From the left wing, 3-ball is good. Mia Cavins with her 2nd triple of the night to make it 11-8. 4 seconds. Haddock's bounce pass inside Iannacone. Threw it up and drew contact with 0.8 of a second to go in the frame. Second foul against Nevaeh Graham. Now Narragansett with a chance to cut the deficit to as little as 1 from the 8th grader Iannacone. And how many times did that navigate its way around the rim? I think that made at least 2 full revolutions around. Second free throw won't go. They'll bring an end to this first quarter of play. Pretty evenly matched, these 2 teams through 1 quarter, as the Red Raiders lead the Narragansett Warriors by a score of 11-9. go over the schedule Narragansett's played this year. They started their season against Leominster. Ended up losing both games. They lost at home 39-33 before losing the return trip to Leominster 50-27. Against Oakmont, they lost in Ashburnham 31-22. And they held the Spartans to the same score of 31 the second time out in Baldwinville, but they scored more points that time, 34, to take the victory there, to get them their first win of the season. Then they swept Gardner 50-28 the first time out and 45-35 in the second game in Baldwinville. And then last week on Thursday, they played Quabbin, lost 61-43 at Barry, and then lost 52-40 in Baldwinville, bring them to their current record of 3-5, putting them squarely in fourth place in pod number 6. Oakmont at 2-6. Gardner is 0-6. As for the other standings, Leominster 5-3. As we mentioned, playing Quabbin in the last week of the season. And Fitchburg at 6-1. Quabbin and Fitchburg tied for the top in pod number 6. And the thought that comes to my head is, if both those teams win out, how do you break the tie? Because normally the main way of doing it is head-to-head, but they split the two meetings. And then the next thought that would come to your mind, I know back when I was in college, I called games for Fitchburg State in the MASCAC. The next tiebreaker was going against opponents' performances from the top down. So you check how teams did against the third place opponent, then the fourth, and so on. But everyone's beaten everyone else. The only losses are to each other, so that doesn't work either. Or then common opponents outside the pod doesn't work when you're only playing teams inside the pod. It just, I assume the powers that be have figured out how they're going to break that tie if it comes to it, or if they have to just throw a coin up and hope for the best. But obviously Quabbin playing Leominster at 5-3, that's not going to be an easy task. The Red Raiders can't look past this Warrior team. They've been in some games this year. Through one quarter, Narragansett's doing well to hang with them at 11-9. One thing I've been impressed about with the Red Raiders this year is their defense. 4 times this year they've held an opponent under 30 points out of their 7 games. And 3 times they've held them under 20. When we last saw them playing Leominster, we saw them hold Leominster scoreless in the third quarter to just 3 in the fourth. Red Raiders started with the ball in the second quarter on the arrow, and Tenaya Council called for traveling. Said the officials are watching for traveling there. They've got their eyes on the feet, making sure they're moving in a legal fashion. And right now they are not moving to the satisfaction of the referees. So yet again, the Red Raiders with a turnover on steps. That long shot from the right side from Callie Weedle doesn't go. Council bring it up to the left corner, takes it back, pulls it out of the reach there of Davis underneath, thrown up and in. Jen Allen get her first basket of the night to make it 13-9. Defensive pressure there. Haddocks throwing that up from the left side of the paint. Doesn't get it to go. Riel Haddocks, one of 2 8th graders on this Gansett team, along with Amanda Iannacone, and traveling again. There's at least 5 travels tonight. One more and somebody's winning a stake set. But you're averaging a travel once every less than 2 minutes, basically. As nothing goes for Narragansett on that shot. Bit too strong. Annika Hecker with the rebound. That pass knocked out of bounds there by Callie Weedle. And Fitchburg's going to call a timeout here. With 6:40 to go in the first half, they lead by a score of 13-9. Looking at the scores thus far, Mia Cavins with 6, Jen Allen with 4, her last basket, the first 2 points from the field, and Olivia Smith's got 3. That was also the first field goal inside the arc for the Red Raiders. 3 triples to start this contest, while Allen has the 1 field goal and 2 free throws. Meanwhile, Narragansett has just 3 scorers themselves. Sarah Jansen's currently leading with 5, Julie Davis with 3, and Amanda Ianniconi with 1. Davis and Ianniconi getting their points from the charity stripe. Fairly disciplined besides the traveling, just 3 fouls for each side, with 9 minutes and 40 seconds basketball played. The last 2 games of this regular season here in pod number 6 for postseason play. Plans starting to trickle out for pod postseasons. I believe it's going to be the top 4 making it into the playoffs, but don't quote me on that. So here's Cavins on the right side for Council, back for Cavins on the right wing. Just moving it around. Olivia Smith on the left side tries to find Council on the pass back. That won't. That'll be knocked out of bounds. Should be an inbound there. We're asking, should we be inbounding from the other side of the court, not in front of the benches? Because that's a COVID thing, isn't it? And they'll say, yes, that is in fact what we will be doing. So they'll inbound from the empty sideline. Here's Cavins. Council. Pass thrown up in the air, knocked into the backcourt by Julie Davis. Shot clock will go to 5 seconds. And now Council with a long 3. Just a bit short, caught the bottom of the twine, but nothing more than that. But the pressure there, preventing Julie Davis from getting the easy layup. No layups come easy at this level. Free ball left side is short. They pulled down there by Davis. Quickly try to make her way up court. Trying to take it all the way. Was looking for contact, didn't get it, but the ball does go off the fingertips of the Red Raiders, so it will be an inbound for Narragansett. 5:45 to go in the first half, 13-9, the Red Raiders in front. So on the left side, Hardy for Jansen's. Jansen's passes out to the free throw line. The jumper there from Davis doesn't go. Here's Smith in transition. And Davis does well to hold her ground. Think she got a hand on that and rejected that one. As the pass inside for Davis is intercepted. Cavins getting her hands in there and pulling that one away. Here's Cavins on the right side with Jansen's on her. Both seniors, but there's definitely a height difference there. Ball makes its way out of bounds, last off the bodies of the Red Raiders. So we'll see Graham and Negron check back in for the Red Raiders with 5:05 to go in the first half. 13-9 the score remains. Just 6 scorers between these two teams. Gansett throws right side on the skip 3 ball, off glass, off line from Weedle. Raiders will bring it up. Council moves it off for Negron, long 2, a bit off. Offensive rebound by Graham, bit too strong. There's a stretch pass, Davis trying to corral, Cavins trying to pressure. Turnaround jumper does not go. And Nevaeh Graham comes up the board. Council will bring it up. The right side, Negron, with pressure there from Haddix. Now pass inside, was able to find Council, who was able to put it up and in for her first points of the night. 15-9 to the Red Raiders. We approach the halfway point of this second quarter. 4th different score for the Red Raiders. Beautiful runner there for Julie Davis. She's up to 5 now. Joining Sarah Jansen's for the team lead to make it 15-11. 3 ball Left corner is good. Nevaeh Graham sinking the triple. Fourth of the night for the Red Raiders, 18-11. 7-point lead, the largest of the night, I do believe. As that one doesn't go, a bit too strong from Weedle. Raiders will bring it up to the corner. Council, Cavins, top of the arc. Back into the corner again, found the space to shoot. Free ball a bit strong that time, and a rebound for Julie Davis. The junior forward corralling the basketball for Narragansett. And now Janssens will try a three. Contact after she released the ball. She's going to get a chance to earn all three of those at the charity stripe. Negron called for the late bump, and rightfully so. So now the senior guard and co-captain with 3 shots. First one a bit too strong, will not go. But 2 more coming. Here's the second free throw. That goes. Janssens up to a half dozen on the night. 1 more free throw remaining. Mentioned Janssens second on the team in free throws made through their 6th game of the season with 10. Has 1 more free throw, and she'll sink it. 2 of 3, she goes at the line. 18-13 the score. The Red Raiders in front with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Cavins making her way, and someone's just won a stake set. That's a half dozen travels on the night. Good thing we weren't taking entries. Don't have the money to give that out. Here's Janssens on the left side with the bounce pass for Davis. Right side 3 ball is wildly offline for Melissa Hardy. And Negron will pull it in. Here's Burrito with the pass inside, out to Negron, having trouble controlling the basketball, and a foul behind the play. As Negron runs into Janssens for the 2nd time in the last couple minutes. She'll pick up her 2nd foul and come out of the contest. Olivia Smith will come back in with 2:23 to go in the first half, and we'll thought we were going to have another whistle, like something happening right after the tip, right after the inbound, but we'll just play on from here. Heavily rushed shot there from Janssens. Might have been blocked on the way as well. It's a very unusual trajectory. Left side, 3 ball, goes a bit long. Under 2 to go in the frame. Pass on the left side, taken on the baseline and foul. Jen Allen called for the infraction. And they'll award the shooting foul there. Callie Weedle of 2 shots from the charity stripe. First one is good. One more free throw for Weedle through 7 games. She had just 1 free throw made. Second one's short, but it'll come right back to her, and she's fouled again. So she'll get to earn a couple more. Burrito picks up her first foul. 1 for 2 the first time out. Makes the first on this pair. Weedle ran indoor track the last 2 years, but thanks to the unusualness of this season, with indoor track being pushed to the wedge season, she had a chance to play basketball this time around, and an offensive rebound there put in by Iana Coney for her first field goal of the night. Ultimately, on that trip down court, Narragansett earns 4 points and cuts the deficit to 1 with 90 seconds to go in the frame. 18-17. As Graham found the space, puts it off the window. In for 2. 20-17 the score. The minute 23 to go. So here's Jansen's across the midline. Jansen's still with some space. It's around Hecker. Double dribble indicated. That'll give the ball to the Red Raiders with 70 ticks of the clock to go in the first half. The Raiders leading 20-17. This Gansett squad sticking right with them. Here's Hecker on the left side. Now Graham able to throw it up, bit too strong. Hecker, after a couple tips, gets the rebound. Council's 3-ball, hits the back of the rim. Bounces kindly for the Red Raiders. Third shot goes, count it and 1. Natasha Brito able to get the finish on that one. And chance at the 3-point play. That doesn't go, but she gets her own rebound, puts that up, doesn't get that to go either. Oh, the Raiders nearly had 4 points on that trip down court. Ball knocked out of bounds in favor of the Warriors. Substitution, Faith Stillman will come into the contest. Hadn't seen her tonight. Narragansett has a very small roster on the varsity side. I think only 9 players available to them. And Stillman, just as soon as she gets the basketball, she's called for a travel. So about 3 seconds difference between game and shot clock. See what the Raiders can do here. Council on the left side, through the paint, lost a handle on it, kept control, and able to get the finish. 24-17. That's thrown up. And foul called. So Jansen's back at the charity stripe. First free throw will rattle home. So one more free throw. Jansen's 3 for 4 at the line tonight. Gets that one, brings her up to 9 points. Five seconds, right side. Smith thinking about it, going to take the shot. It's short, tries to get her own rebound, tipped away from her. Now we'll bring an end to this first half of play as the Red Raiders continue to lead in this contest. The score says 22-21. I have 24-19. I think the last basket went up on the wrong side. See if they can get that cleared away. But nonetheless, a pretty solid first half for the Red Raiders. Just got to cut down on a bit of the traveling and a bit more of the sloppiness, if you will. As there were a lot of mistakes there that they're going to try to clean up, which they'll take the brief halftime break to try to correct there. Now, while we have a moment, we're going to take some time to honor the 2 Fitchburg seniors playing here for the girls basketball team.
Hi, I'm Craig Antossi, Director of Athletics for Fitchburg Public Schools. On behalf of FPS, I'd like to personally thank FATV for their tireless work on behalf of the staff, students, and residents of the city of Fitchburg. It's truly humbling to work with such great people. Tonight, we honor the seniors from our girls basketball team. Each has contributed to the success of the program and will be sorely missed, not just as players, but as people as they transition into the next stage of their lives. Mia, Rachel, I can honestly say the pleasure has been all ours. First senior we have on senior night is number 3, Rachel Romero, accompanied this evening by her mother Shelley, father Dan, and sister Nicole. Our next senior this evening, wearing number 33 for the red and gray, is Mia Cavins. Mia is accompanied tonight by sister Cassie, mom Kim, and niece Brindley.
So there you have it, the 2 seniors for the Red Raiders, in Rachel Romero and Mia Cavins. Red Raiders happy to have them on board the last few years here, giving great service to the Red Raider athletic community. So 24-19 is in fact the correct score. Sometimes it's just as easy as pressing the wrong button. Look at the scoring leaders through one half of play. We'll go down the list. Tenila Council has 4 for the Red Raiders. Olivia Smith with 3. Natasha Brito with 2. Jen Allen has 4. Mia Cavins has 6. And Nevaeh Graham has 5. For Narragansett, Callie Weedle has 2. Sarah Janssens with a game-high 9 points. Julie Davis has got 5. And Amanda Ianniconi has 3. I'd mentioned before that Narragansett doesn't make a whole lot of they don't make a whole lot of threes, and they've only got the 1 tonight from Janssens. Free throws, I was thinking, well, they don't make a whole lot of those either necessarily, 7.6 through their first 7 games. And tonight, in terms of free throws made, they have 10. Well above average there, drawing lots of contact inside the arc, trying to drive to the basket. And the Red Raiders have been trying to pressure them through their relentless defense. They have held the Warriors to 4 field goals, but they've shot a solid 10 of 15 from the charity stripe tonight. The Red Raiders themselves just 2 of 7. One of the things they'll be trying to improve on in the second half of play, along with trying to clean up the traveling calls. They've been dinged for at least 6. As we mentioned, Narragansett with a very small roster tonight. I believe they only have 8 players at their disposal tonight. 7 or 8, something of that level. As the Warriors start with it here in the second half of play, going left to right in the dark blue uniforms. Fitchburg will be going right to left in the home whites. All that pressure there on Weedle, and ultimately able to force the bad pass. And the Red Raiders turn that first possession of the half into nothing for Narragansett. Here's Cavins, has the team high 6. Out for Graham. Around, Council's gonna try a 3 ball from the top of the arc. 3, 4 hops, it goes! The ball bounces kindly for the sophomore in Tenila Council. Her first triple of the night, she's got a team high 7. And the Raiders will take the ball on the tie-up. Their lead up to 8 points. 27-19. So on the right side, put up for Graham, now Cavins, back for Smith. Now Graham again, now Cavins, getting the names crossed. Here's Council on the left side. Gets that up, but it's short. As it catches just the bottom of the twine and nothing more than that. Here's Sarah Janssens with the Pass to the left corner. Double dribble indicated against Weedle. So Narragansett with another turnover there. A 3-ball is a bit too strong there. And ultimately, Paul DiGeronimo thought that was out on a Warrior. The two referees both agreed that the ball was out on a Red Raider. So Narragansett will have the ball back, 6:20 to go third quarter. 27-19, the Red Raiders in front. As the 3-ball is good there for Julie Davis. Gets her up to 8 points with her first triple of the night, just the second for Narragansett. 27-22 the score now in favor of the red and gray. Here's Allen underneath, gets the 2 there, well positioned. Brings her to 6. And the lead back to 7. Pressure inside there by Alyssa. See, Alyssa Hardy just couldn't get the clean pass off. The Red Raiders with strong pressure there to force the turnover. On the left side corner, Smith underneath, Allen will not go. First foul of the third quarter and of the second half goes against Narragansett. Second foul against Amanda Iannacone. First free throw will not roll kindly for the sophomore. Goes to 2 of 5 on the night from the charity stripe. Try to get back to 50% with this second free throw. Not gonna happen, but Graham gets the board. Raiders with another trip to earn points. But ultimately unable to do so. They'd gotten the second chance there, but Narragansett able to force the tie-up. And the Warriors have the arrow. Gansett moving it up. And a 3-ball right side. Hits the back iron out of the hands of Davis. Smith in transition, finds Council. Puts it off the window for 2. 9 points for Tenila Council in this contest, 31-22 to the Red Raiders. And trying to double team Hardy there, the foul is called. More than just simple pressure. Jen Allen picks up her second. Hardy will find Davis. She's in front of the circle. Now Hardy will try to skip it across for Haddix. On the left side of the baseline from distance, doesn't get it to go. Well short, well contested as well. Here's Smith on the other hand. Floater no good. Pressure underneath looking for the basketball, and a loose ball foul is called. Won't be loose at all, actually. They'll rule it was a shooting foul. So it's Nevaeh Graham at the line. Gets the first. One more free throw coming here for the Red Raiders. They have the double-digit lead. That's the third foul against Amanda Iannacone. Graham gets the second free throw as well. Nothing but net on that. 33-22 with 4:42 to go in the third quarter. Graham is averaging 2 free throws made a game. She'll keep that statistic true. That shot blocked there by Cavins. Able to reach up there and prevent the clean shot. Here's Council on the far side for Negron. Back for Council, tries to feed Cavins. Finds Negron for three, nothing there. Council just leaping in there, able to pull down the offensive rebound, couldn't get the follow-on to go. And here's Alyssa Hardy on the right wing. Davis puts the bounce on the floor, takes the shot, but puts it short. So we passed halfway through this third quarter. Red Raiders lead by 11, largest lead of the night, 33-22. Council on the right side for Brito. Jumper from the free throw line for Nevaeh Graham. No, Mia Cavins pulled it down. Looked like it was pulled out of her hands. And they rule a tie-up. Raiders have the arrow, so they'll keep the basketball. Fresh faces into the game. Smith looking for somewhere to go. Gets it to Cavins, back to her. For Brito, pressure, and that's another travel. It's the first travel against the Raiders in this second half, but at least they're seventh of the contest. Annika Hecker's going to come back in for the Raiders. And we have a stoppage for whatever reason. There was something off there, I guess, about that last substitution, Annika Hecker coming in, and there's something that needs to be corrected, apparently, with Hecker. So Jen Allen is going to come into the game instead. And ultimately, Mia Cavins stepping into that pass and pulling it away. Here's Brito underneath. She'll be fouled. 2 shots at the charity stripe for her. Second foul against Weedle. First free throw is good for Brito. One more free throw coming here for the junior. It's side of the iron, doesn't go, but another offensive board. And Cavins' long jumper, left side is good. Her first 2 of the night. That'll get her to 8 points. 36-22. So the Raiders starting to pull away in this contest. And able to force another unsuccessful possession for Narragansett. On the right side, Olivia Smith. Now moving it around. 3 ball. Just a bit off. Out of the hands of Council. Stretch pass there underneath. There's a 2 for Julie Davis. Now to 10 points. That broke up a streak of 9 points in a row for the Red Raiders. That's the deficit to 12, 36-24. Allen able to wait out that pass. Thought for sure that was going to be knocked away. But Allen able to corral it to get the 2. 38-24, the Raiders lead. Side Davis, heavily contested, 3 Raiders down low. And beautifully passed there by Cavins, just keeping it in bounds there. Wasn't a lot of space to work with. And that was an offensive foul against the Red Raiders. You don't see much in terms of offensive fouls. I think that's just that's the first one we've seen tonight for certain. First time I've seen in a few games. That shot heavily contested, did not go. Pulled in by Brito, who's able to pull off that pass. Here's Stone fresh into the game with a 3 that doesn't go. Allen pulls down the offensive rebound. Smith with the pass out to the right side, tried to find Council. Getting her hands in there, though, was Brielle Haddix. 4-on-4 battle there for the ball. Ultimately ruled a draw. And Gansett will have it on the arrow. 95 seconds to go in the third quarter. 14-point lead for the Red Raiders. Hardy, 3-ball off the window and front rim and into the hands of the Red Raiders. Stone pulling down that rebound. Council stumbled and fell as she tried to make her move due to contact from the Warriors. Jansen's called for her first. Fresh shot clock for the Red Raiders. As Graham will come in for Jen Allen. Olivia Smith found some space to work with to the paint, and she puts it up and in. 5 points for Olivia Smith, brings the score to 40-24. And the pass over the head of Faith Stillman and into the Warrior bench. Narragansett's had that happen a few times tonight where they've made a pass that's just way too high. The accuracy's there in terms of where you want to put it. The problem is just the height. It's Graham, now for Brito, back for Graham. 3-ball is well offline and will fall into the awaiting hands of Alyssa Hardy. Senior guard bringing it up. As we go under a minute to go in this third quarter, 40-24. Runner to the basket will not go. And the rebound corralled by the Red Raiders. And foul number 5 against Narragansett in this second half will go against Brielle Haddix. 16-point lead for the Raiders. They had an excellent third quarter last time out against Gardner, up 21-9 at the half, and then outscored the Wildcats 24-6 in that third quarter to put that one away. Having similar success here in this third quarter against another team from due west of Fitchburg. Pass reaching in there, and they get the steal. Gonna have to take a long shot there, I think. Thought they were gonna have to settle for a 15-footer, but great pace by Smith to at least get the layup. It would have been good if it gone, but it did not go. That brings it into the third quarter to score 40-24 in favor of the Red Raiders. And ultimately the score in that one, 16-5. May not have been that 24-6 margin that we saw last time out against Gardner, but still a quarter you'd be happy with just the same if you're a Red Raider fan, or if you're Paul DiGeronimo or anyone else on the Raider coaching staff. See what Narragansett can do in the fourth. There's that potential that they've been getting worn down as the game goes on. They only have a handful of players at their disposal. I think they've used 8 players tonight. Olivia Gallagher's the only one I've got on my roster who we haven't seen. And for Kylie Cleveland, first-year head coach for the Warriors, it's a little bit of a challenge not having as much personnel as you'd like. One thing that's helped Cleveland a little bit, though, is she's had the opportunity to coach some of these girls before. Even though she's the first-year head coach for the basketball team, she is the head coach of the women's soccer team. We got to see the girls' soccer team for Narragansett a little earlier in the school year. We saw Narragansett had a very strong girls' soccer team. Dominated the Red Raiders in that contest. So Cleveland in her first season at the helm of this girls basketball team for Narragansett. doing a solid job navigating them to a 3-5 record. Who missed the playoffs in each of the last 2 seasons. Last made in 2018 for this Red Raider team. They hadn't made the playoffs since 2008. That was their last winning season. And since then, now a 6-1 record this season, so their first winning season in 13 years. Just something the girls basketball team had struggled for quite a long time. The 2010s, a rough period for them. They showed signs of breaking out of that funk as the calendar turned to 2020 last year. One good thing came out of that year, I guess you could say. And now in 2021, just rolling even better with a 6-1 record, looking to make it 7-1, match their win total from last year in just 8 games compared to the 20 to get 7 last year. Here's Haddix. Now that 3-ball for Davis, just a bit too strong. Yanniconi trying to get the rebound. Lots of players on the floor there looking for the ball. It'll be Gansett ball on the arrow. Tenille Council will come back in for the Raiders. She's got 9 points on the contest. Hardy looking for somewhere to go. Finds Haddix. Jansen's back for Hardy on the right side. She's got Nevaeh Graham on her. There's some space to shoot there for Haddix, but her shot a bit too strong. That goes on the ground. And no arguments for a tie-up there because that ball was resting on the red paint on the wrong side of the baseline. So out of bounds means back to the Warriors it goes. That one deflects out of bounds there from the midline. So backs Narragansett up a little bit there. It's the last touch there off a Red Raider. More strong pressure there. Davis eventually able to get the basketball. Tried to go for the backhand layup, lost a handle on it instead. Narragansett able to recover it. You get a long 2-ball off, but nothing coming of that. Great passing for the Red Raiders on the other end, and a great finish for Tenille Council. 7 points in this half, 11 in all. Makes the scoreline symmetrical, 42-24. There's the bump there against Graham. As Hardy found some space to work with. That'll be foul number 3 against Nevaeh. Hardy will become the 5th Warrior to shoot free throws tonight. First free throw will rattle out. My count is true. Narragansett didn't have a free throw attempt in the 3rd quarter, which helps lead to a marked improvement of performance for the Red Raiders, considering how well they've been doing at limiting their field goal shooting. Second free throw is good for Hardy, and she gets herself on the score sheet there. That's her first point of the contest. Hardy averaging 4.3 a game coming into tonight. Here's Council, that's a travel. Step before the dribble. Have I mentioned how much referees in general don't like that? Brielle Haddix. Take the hip check there from Cavins. And Kylie Cleveland will call time. With 6:20 to go in the contest, the Raiders lead by 17 points, 42-25. Take a moment to thank our wonderful staff here tonight at the Crutchfield Fieldhouse. Nate Glennie in the control room is directing, and Matt Murdoka and Frank Gallo on camera tonight. Thank them all for their service. go over the schedule for this week in FATV home broadcasts. Well, actually, the first game isn't even a home game that we're going to talk about. That's going to be on Wednesday, as boys ice hockey has picked up another game, and they will be taking on the Oakmont Spartans, a 5 o'clock start from the Veterans Skating Rink in Gardner. Then on Thursday, we'll have what should be the regular season finale for the boys basketball team against this Narragansett school. It'll be 4 o'clock JV, 6 o'clock varsity. And then on Saturday, we'll have the Red Raiders playing what it will be billed as a road game against Littleton Bromfield. Third time they'll be playing the Tigers this year. Be a 3:30 start, I believe, from the Wallace Civic Center. Another foul against the Red Raiders. Council picks up her second. And Julie Davis will return to the free throw line, 3 of 4 at the charity stripe tonight. First free throw, though, is a bit off. You can see Davis has this intricate shooting routine. You do what you can to make those free throws fall. You don't knock the technique, you just watch it and admire it. 4 for 6 at the charity stripe now is Davis tonight. She's up to a team-high 11 points. As they cut into the deficit, knock it down to 16 points, 42-26. Raiders doing well with keep away here. Happy to waste some time. Cavins, right side, 3 ball is good. Olivia Smith with the triple. She's up to 8 points. The lead now 45-26, and a steal by the Red Raiders. Great pressure. Cavins will try a 3 of her own. She'll get a 3 of her own. Paul DiGeronimo very happy with that. A 3, a steal, another 3. 6 points on that trip down court. And just like that, the lead is 22, 48-26 with 5:31 to go in this contest. Well played by the Red Raiders, as they're looking to go to 7-1 on the season. As we mentioned, the standings coming into tonight: Quabbin at 6-1, Fitchburg at 6-1, Leominster at 5-3, Narragansett at 3-5, Oakmont at 2-6, Gardner at 0-6. And you do the math in pod play. If Fitchburg's playing Narragansett and Quabbin is playing Leominster, that means Oakmont must be playing Gardner. And oh, those would be significant games for the Spartans there, especially if Narragansett can't get past the Red Raiders in either tonight or Thursday. Oakmont could very well leapfrog them in the standings. So Narragansett trying to finish this game strong, as they've seen this deficit grow and grow as the game has gone on. That's a long 2 for Alyssa Hardy, her first field goal of the night. Soles the feet right on the line. So the deficit to 20, 48-28. Here's Cavins, wild shot, gets her own board. Didn't catch any of the rim, so no shot clock reset, which is down to 8 seconds. Long teardrop there for Tenila Council. Threw that up with the high arc from the free throw line and gets it to go. 50-28. 3 ball left side for Davis will not go. Here's Smith, Graham, and Cavins. Raiders would like to run some clock here. There's Allen, now for Graham. Makes the move inside, and off the window and in it goes. 9 points on the night for Nevaeh Graham. 52-28. The Raiders lead by 24. Davis throws it up, bounces a lot, but no dice. And a tie up ruled. The Raiders take their time, bringing it across the midline, leading by 2 dozen. Here's Graham, we'll skip it out to Council. Haddix putting the pressure on her. Now for Smith. A little more pressure there. Goes with another high arcing shot. Nothing going there but her own rebound. A 3 ball from the top of the arc is good for Olivia Smith. Her 3rd triple of the night. Gets her to 11 points. The Raiders 1 away from doubling up Gansett, 55-28. As that shot won't go, but an offensive rebound there. That's put up and in by Amanda Iannacone. Basket was good there. Iannacone up to 5 on the night. 55-30 the score, with 3 to go in the game. There's Allen, Council, Smith, 3 is long, but turns into a pass for Graham. Shot clock keeps rolling, now down to 8. Negron shot is short, turned into another pass. They'll kick it out, still haven't touched the rim, they've got to get a shot off. And so that's going to go to Narragansett 2 different ways. Knocked out of bounds. Last off a Raider, and the shot clock had run anyway, so. But they successfully wasted 30 seconds. Great time-wasting tactics to prevent Gansett from really having a chance to get back in this game, down by 25 points. The 3 is wild there. Haddix able to pull it down. Here's Davis off the glass, but no, second chance underneath for Iannacone will earn free throws. Iannacone was one of 2 at our first trip to the line, one of 2 8th graders on this team. No waivers necessary for Narragansett. They serve 8th grade, I think. One more free throw. And she gets that as well. To make it 55-32. Up to 7 on the night. Matches the total she put up last Thursday against Quabbin. As we mentioned, the box score for the last game against Quabbin on Saturday is absent from the T&G site, so no idea how she did in that one. But she's definitely been contributing. As she's been making her appearances coming into the season midway. That 3 ball too strong there for Smith, and ultimately all that never touched the rim, so another shot clock violation. But again, another 30 seconds gone. And less than 100 ticks of the clock remain in this contest. Pass too strong, in and out of the hands of Callie Weedle. Smith will check out Brito back in for the Raiders. So there's Stone. The pass off. A lot of pressure there. Knocked out of bounds by Gansett. And another 10 seconds running down. Now 79 seconds left. Inbound will come to the near side for Council. Give and go. And skipped out to the right side. Back around for Burrito. Some more passing practice for the Red Raiders. Trying to make everything, hammer down the fundamentals against this Narragansett team. Still playing tough, late going there. They're going to call the push there against Stone. 57 seconds left in the game. And a 23-point lead for the Red Raiders. About to pick up their 7th win of the season. Shot blocked there. Sweetle trying to get the long shot. Now Burrito going to try the 3 there. Hit the side of the backboard. But it comes right to Council. Raiders have done so well with these opportunities for offensive rebounds. That pass well read by Davis to knock that away, and well read by Council to let that go out of bounds. She knew Davis wasn't going to be able to get over there to save it. 10 seconds to work with. Allen out to the left side. Cavins will try a 3. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up. Nope. Nearly had another board. But here's another stretch pass for Davis. Council right with her. Shoots it over her. Gets that up and in. So she'll finish with 13 points on the night. And a little 6-0 run for Gansett to close out the game won't be nearly enough as the Red Raiders take it by a score of 55-34. (15-10) was the final margin in that 4th quarter. That second half, the Raiders, though, playing solidly. 31-15, they outscored the Warriors in the second half to take what was a close game. Just 5 points the Raiders led by at the half. But that strong 3rd quarter helped put it away. The Raiders go 11 in the first and 13 in the second for a total of 24 in the first half. 16 in the 3rd and 15 in the 4th for a total of 31 in the second half for a total of 55. For Narragansett, 9 in the 1st and 10 in the 2nd for a first half total of 19, but just 5 in the 3rd and 10 in the 4th, with them getting the last 6 points of the game to bring them to 15 in the second half and a total of 34. Going over the final score numbers, Tenila Council 13, Olivia Smith 11, Natasha Burrito 3, Jen Allen had 8, Mia Cavins had 8 as well, and Nevaeh Graham had 9 for the Raiders. Meanwhile, Callie Weedle had 2, Sarah Janssens with 9, Julie Davis with 13, Melissa Hardy with 3, and Amanda Iannacone had 7 for the Warriors, who fall to 3 and 6, as the Raiders will go to 7 and 1. And these two teams will complete their regular season on Thursday in Baldwinville. A 5:30 start from there. As we mentioned, our next broadcast for basketball will be Thursday, as the Narragansett boys will come to the field house to take on the Raiders, and will be the regular season finale for them as well. 4 o'clock JV, 6 o'clock varsity. Our next broadcast on FATV will be 5 o'clock on Wednesday, as Fitchburg Monty Tech will travel to Gardner, take on Oakmont. Hope you'll join us for that. And so that's going. And now, again, we want to also thank our crew tonight again. Nate Glennie in the control room, Frank Gallo and Matt Murdoka on camera. And thank our underwriters who make all these broadcasts possible for us here on FATV, Workers Credit Union, Rollstone Bank and Trust, UMass Memorial Health Alliance, Clinton Hospital, North End Subaru, Research Results, Unitil, Minuteman Press, Hub International, Mart, Fitchburg State University, and the Sentinel and Enterprise. We thank them for all the support they give us to help make all of our remote productions possible. So yet again, the Red Raiders able to wear down their opponents and come away with a pretty solid victory, 55-34 the final. The Raiders to 7-1 on the season. The Warriors fall to 3-6. So we'll leave you with the sights and sounds of the JV game, but for myself, Daniel Bolak, that's it for me here from the Grutchfield Fieldhouse. 55-34 the final for the Red Raiders. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and for everyone here again, we thank you for tuning in. We hope to see you next time, and until then, so long from Fitchburg.